So I got a question from one of my subscribers. Thank you. His name's John. And he asked me, do you think investing in real estate in Dubai is a good way to generate wealth? Simple answer and the long form answer coming after this introduction. Look, my name is Fahd Dawood. I talk about real estate Dubai specifically, a little bit internationally as well, your life and my life, and our allowing of financial success to coming to us. Okay, I'm also the author of The Intelligent Real Estate Investor. If you're looking to work specifically with a trusted advisor in Dubai, there is a contact form on how you can reach out to me. Please fill it up completely with your question or your specific situation, because you might be looking at one particular service from me. And if you do that, I promise to get back to you. If you have a general question like John asked, ask me in the comment section and I'm happy to reply on YouTube. That can benefit amateur, veterans, starting out, all kinds of real estate investors who are looking at investing in Dubai or anywhere else in the world, okay? So, will investing in real estate in Dubai help you generate wealth? Short answer, yes. And no, and it depends, okay? There is one video that I've done and it talks about doubling your money. I think I'm going to rebrand and re-thumbnail it and bring it out. I'd really encourage people to have a look. It's about 20 odd minutes long, but I've talked about real estate versus starting your own business, so on and so forth. And I talk about a lot of background information on how and why you can generate wealth. Okay, I'm not going to repeat everything I've said in that video, but I'm going to help answer John's question as comprehensively as possible, allowing you to look at all other things physically possible. Okay, here's the simple answer why, generally speaking, investing in real estate will help you make more money. Can you call it wealth? Let's define it further, okay? Generally speaking, it's been common knowledge that investing in real estate helps you create more money because, generally speaking, real estate keeps getting pushed higher because there's a shortage of sometimes land that's closer to the city where everybody wants to live, but there's no shortage of new human beings being born, right? So it's a simple matter of supply versus demand, okay? So demand, as we know in general, most cities, right? So where were we a couple of 50 or 5 decades ago? I don't know where the population was, but maybe around the 2 billion, 3 billion, maybe 4 billion mark. I'm not sure, so don't quote me on that. But where are we today? We're at 7.5. I believe we'll be approaching 8 billion sometime soon within the next decade, right? So as demand increases, because population increases, right? And what's the basic need that every human being has? Food, clothing, and shelter, right? Everybody needs a roof over their head. Now they're either going to purchase their own home or they're going to rent a property from you. Now as population increase, demand goes up, and if supply doesn't keep in line with them, you got to understand, babies are born every second in this world, but houses, apartments, places to stay are not produced every few seconds, okay? Now what we've had over the last 100 years plus or so, we've had increasing populations. Houses generally, whichever city you might take, whether in the east or the west, don't tend to keep pace with the increase in population, which ends up allowing you to create more money if you invested in real estate, specifically land or apartments or buildings and so on and so forth, because you can then rent it out to people who are going to be your tenants, or you can resell your property as prices go up, because more population ends up meaning more demand for real estate. Now that's been generally true, okay? So the question was, will you make money in Dubai? Here's the thing, okay? Now, I would highly encourage you to watch that other video. It's called Double Your Money or something like that. We'll try to link it in the description here. Essentially speaking, now here's the thing. All real estate, in my personal opinion, allows you a return between, let's use blue here now, allows you a return between 3% to 10%. At 10% are the really risky emerging markets. I'm not going to name any, but 3% or sometimes 2% or even lower at 1%. These are the really mature markets with tax regimes like France, like the UK, like the US, where when after you've done paying the tax man, this is the kind of net return you're making. Now in Dubai, it was very common to make 7% to 9% from 2003 to up to 2016 or so. And this was pretty much tax free. So if you really look at it, if you invest 100 dirhams in real estate, at 7%, you were going to get 7 dirhams back. If you invested 100K at 7%, you would get $7K back. And at 9%, you'd get 9,000. At 10%, you get 10,000. So what you're essentially looking at is real estate a good way of generating wealth? I wouldn't say generating wealth, but it is a good way of making your money work for you by investing it in real estate, because 7% to 9% is decent return, especially in the kind of market and the kind of risk that you add in Dubai. Now, granted that it's not at 7 to 9% now, it's come down lower because rents have come down. However, what you do need to understand is that when you buy a property and you rent it out, you've created value and you're providing shelter to people who want to rent your property, but you've not done anything that nobody else has thought of, right? So think about Amazon, think about Google, think about Tesla. They are solving problems in a specific niche that nobody else can do as well as them, which allows them to charge a lot of money and create real generational wealth. If you want to do that with real estate, you need to really get down into the nitty-gritty, roll up your sleeves, and start with, looking at distressed deals. Okay, deals that you can flip, looking at undervalued assets. Okay, so sorry, I'm going to take a little bit of a break. So 7%, 9%, it's still pretty good. It's tax bloody free. Okay, there's no taxes in Dubai. So this is net income that you take back into your money. Does that translate to you generating wealth? Perhaps not. But it's a steady stream of rental income. It's pretty good, pretty steady. But if you want to make some real money on the real estate side, you got to, even in Dubai, just like with everybody everywhere else in the world, you got to look at distressed assets. People who are going through the 4Ds, divorce, death, I don't know, remember the other two, departure from the country. I don't know what the fourth is, drug addiction, I don't know. Dangerous situations. But there are distressed situations, distressed deals. That's when you want to pick up and then flip them, right? To make some real green, okay? Real green. Undervalued assets where you buy them and then you invest your time and money. Like, it's not free. You got to invest time and money in these assets to then flip them. There are certain assets in Dubai which are undervalued. You got to put some money in to flip them to make more money. So, cut a long story very short, real estate in general around the world has helped people make money, has helped people create wealth. In Dubai, just by investing in a few apartments, you can average between 6 to 7, used to be 9 to 10%, might go back up. It's tax-free, it's really good. If you want to make some real money, you gotta bring more to the table. You gotta bring more value to the table, because then you take more value out, right? You gotta look for distressed deals. You gotta look for undervalued assets. That's how you make and generate wealth, right? Wealth is different to being rich, and rich is being different to just generating a rental income. You gotta have a large portfolio to let the money flow in, right? And by the way, disclaimer, I personally believe that 7 out of 10 people end up losing money in real estate, but only because they're not working with a trusted advisor who can help them and guide them. And I personally believe that you are going to be the 3% or the 30% who's gonna make money, because you're gonna buy at the right time, buy the right property, buy the right location, the right maintenance cost, and then have a professional run it for you so you can make money adding value. If you want to work with me specifically, there is a contact form. I do charge a fee, but I can go into explaining how I charge. And if you have general questions like John did, John, I hope you found this useful. I've given some background information, but specifically spoken about Dubai as well. If you got any follow-up questions, love to hear from you. So if you got general questions, put them in the comment section. Love the interaction, and I'll answer it for you. Ciao for now. Talk to you on the other side. Bye. Oh, don't forget to hit the subscribe and the bell icon. Bye for now.